Shout out Sniper T on the beat.
Tamara to the break of dawn is on the rise, with life on the forefront of the mind. So line for line, you can ride this brain train and you can change your station without even touching the dial. So relax, stay a little bit, but listen for a while. And whether you're bumping this in the whip or in a business fit, it's a meeting you won't want to miss. A meeting for a meal to feed the soul with words for the mind. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Time to take off, it's time to fly. Cause Tamara till the break of dawn is on the rise.
It's funny because I said I wasn't sure if I was going to record again when I ended the last episode, but I don't know. I just feel like I gotta talk this out, and I know I could call people, I guess, but I don't know because I don't know this version of me at all. I don't know this version of me that feels the pain that I feel. I just really did not think, I don't know. It's not like I didn't think I would care like that. I have compassion. I have whatever, but I don't know. I just didn't think it would hurt this much, and I don't know if today's just a bad day, because today has been a bad day. It has been a rough day. It literally took me 5 hours to do something that shouldn't have taken that long, and part of that was me having my, I don't know how many cry breaks. I take cry breaks throughout the day, and today I've just had to take multiple, and I don't know. For right now, man, I don't know. I don't know this version of me. Y'all know I can only give y'all what I got. You already know that. But what I don't like about that is just, I don't know what these, like, I don't know what these next episodes are about to be like, because, and I don't even know how I'm going to be towards people, like, not like rude or anything like that, but man, you know, like I had to tell my boss earlier today. He called about something, and I'm like, can we just talk about it tomorrow? I'm really struggling today. And of course he, was cool with that, but that's not me, like I don't have anything to compare this to because I didn't feel all of this when the girl's dad died. I didn't feel like a part of me was gone and just all the things. And it's wild because I actually talked to my daughters earlier today because I'm like, how did y'all go through this as kids? Like, because man, I'm just hoping that today was just a rough day where it just be a struggle. It's like I need work I need something to like keep me busy and to somewhat take my mind off of it, right? But I do allow myself to sit with the Lord and cry and pray and talk and be angry. Today has been an angry day, if I'm honest. Today has been a confused day. Today has been a day where I don't understand, and I probably never will understand, but I don't understand why this hurts the way that it does when I didn't know him like that. Like in my mind, I feel like, yeah, if this was my mom, that would make sense, right? My mom I've never lived a day where I didn't have my mom. Now, we might not always see eye to eye, whoop-de-woo, but, my mom has always been there. So that would make sense to me, right? But this does not make sense to me. It just doesn't. And then it makes me mad because I'm like, I'm so hurt about somebody I don't know. That doesn't even make sense to me. Like, and we ain't gonna say like I didn't have no conversation with him ever. I ain't got no in-person memories with this man though, right? I see pictures of him on Facebook. It's a stranger. Like, the cover art for this is the only picture I have of us together, first of all. And that's the version of him that I remember seeing in, I don't know what other picture I've seen. The pictures I see on Facebook of, older him, it don't even look like the man that's on the cover art. That's, baby Tam, 2 months old. I just figured, or not this cover art, the last episode. I'm tripping. But I don't know. I don't know. And if I'm honest, it's just so interesting, and it's so frustrating, and it's so many things, because it's like, this is just, I don't know this version of me. And then that scares me, because I'm just like, I don't want to, man, I just feel like I don't want to be like this. I don't know. So then when I think about trying to tell somebody feelings that I have, it's like, I don't know. I'm not unsure of my feelings, but I'm just like, man, I'm just not. And it could literally just be today, right? At the time of this recording. But I don't know. I'm not in a good place. Everything just hurts. And so then I'm just like, I don't know. That just is I don't know. That just seems, I don't know, y'all. I just know today has been a day. Lots and lots of tears were shed today. I even called one of my friends crying. It's interesting, because the year that the girl's dad was killed, a few months after that, his wife died, and his kids are kind of in some ways around my kid's age. He has 3 daughters. And so, I don't know what made me, I just felt like he would understand, I guess. And he's also one of the pastors at our church. So then there's that. But, I, called him crying. Like, I was crying, and I'm talking to the Lord, and I'm trying to like get myself out of, it was almost getting to like hyperventilating and all that. And I just keep hearing the Lord say, let people be there for me. I don't know what that means. I guess today it meant call somebody while I'm crying, and them, able to listen to me say, whatever it is I felt I needed to say. And I guess that's what that was today. I don't know this version of me, y'all. Like, it's weird. And then I find myself frustrated, because there were already parts of my life that were challenging and that were a frustration, or, waiting on answered prayers, this, that, and the other. And then it's like adding this to it. It just makes me mad today anyway. Today has been an angry, I guess, grief day. And I know grief is not linear. It's all over the place. But I feel like I don't even know grief, because I don't know what I'm experiencing right now. I didn't experience that. I can only imagine what the girls experienced, because they had a way closer relationship with their dad. Or maybe it's just the same. Maybe it's the same because that is the reason I am alive, because, like his DNA, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that it don't matter. I don't know. I don't know, but I just know today was rough, and it's wild to talk to my 20 and 22-year-old daughters and ask them, how did y'all do it? Because they were kids. And I'm just like, I can't do this. Not on I'm not like at a suicidal state or nothing like that at all. It just hurts. And I've cried a lot today. And a lot of the times amidst my crying, I just kept saying it just hurts so bad. And I don't know. Man, it's been a long, like years. It's been years since I have even remotely thought or felt like I just wanted to escape my pain. Typically, I go to the Lord and I don't even have any thought of doing anything else. But today was a day where I was just like, man, I don't want to feel like this. I didn't do anything. I just cried as I had that thought. But it's just the fact that I haven't felt like that in years. And so I don't even like that, Now, again, I didn't do anything, right? I did what I do, which is lean into the Lord, and I just sit. As a matter of fact, at that moment, I was at my mom's house getting some luggage from her, because the luggage I had when we lost everything in storage, I just haven't, gotten a chance or had a need really to replace it. So I went to her house to get some luggage, and I just will feel it coming up, just the emotions become overwhelming, and I just always go sit down, sit with my feelings, feel the feelings, and cry. And then when I'm done, I go back to what I'm doing. So I'm in my mom's bathroom, sitting on the tub, it just hurts, y'all. And I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know grief. I feel like maybe I've never really grieved before. And it's not, I definitely cared that the girl's dad was killed. Like, I definitely cared. I definitely felt pain. I don't know, but man, this is just different. And I don't know. And it just started. And that's the thing that frustrates me, is knowing that this is a journey that I'm just like, man, dude, I don't know. It's not a journey I feel like going on, but I have to, right? I can't. One of the things my friend said, and I know this, and, but one of the things he reminded me of is that he used this analogy of a buffalo and some other animal. We just gonna say a cow. I don't even know if I'm, but y'all will get the point. And, so when a storm is coming, he was like, the cow will run away from the storm. And when the cow runs away from the storm eventually catches up with the cow, and the cow has to endure the storm longer because it's running in the same direction that the storm is going, trying to run away. Whereas a buffalo, I don't know if that's the animal I said earlier, but I think a buffalo will walk into the storm, so press in, lean in, and not run away from the storm. And by doing that, it actually endures the storm less, because the storm is going to go in the direction that it's going regardless. And if the buffalo is going towards the storm, they're just going to be where their paths are crossing, and eventually it'll end, and it'll end quicker because the buffalo is walking in the opposite direction ultimately as it's walking into the storm. And I know that, right? I know that I can't run away from this. I know that I can't try to numb it because ultimately I'm delaying healing. But man, when I tell y'all this, I've never experienced a pain like this before, and I have been through a lot in life. But now I'm like, have I really even been through anything? Because the level to which this hurts, it just hurts. That's all I got. And I did not expect that. And yeah, so I don't know. Again, I don't know this version of me. And man, yeah, it's, yeah, today's a bad day. That's another thing he said. He was like, maybe today's just a bad day, and that's okay. It did take me 5 hours to do this task, but I got it done. Tomorrow's a new day, so hopefully, man, Lord, please don't let tomorrow be like today, because And then on Thursday, so by the time when this actually drops, I'll be leaving or already gone or whatever to New York. So, the celebration of life is Friday. I think I said, excuse me, in the last episode, I had to sign off on cremating him, because I'm his only child and he wasn't married to his longtime girlfriend. And so I had signed the paperwork and paid to overnight it on Thursday. And then the funeral person, or I don't even know, we're just going to call it the funeral director, he called me Monday and was like, he hadn't got it yet. So I gave him the tracking number. And he called me today and was like, he just got it today. Not y'all made me pay $30 to overnight something so y'all could send it like regular mail. Like, what? But thankfully, there's no delay in, the service because my ticket is already purchased, so, and I'm glad I asked them to push it back for me, really, because I'm the only one that has to travel from afar. But ultimately it worked out that I just had that inkling to request that, and they did it because of the delay with the mail and stuff. So, and then that's like, dang, I mean, it's not like he's gone, so it's not like he's, feeling anything or whatever. I'm just like, I don't know. That just seems messed up that there's just this delay and he's just sitting wherever he's sitting. I don't know. And I guess maybe because that's my dad, I don't know. It's not like he did anything ever. Like, he never mistreated me in the sense of being unkind or whatever. He just was not around. Right. So I don't know. I don't have any ill feelings towards him. I just, in my mind, I feel like, well, I don't really know him. I don't really have, time with him like that. So, I mean, of course I would care to the level I would care if anybody died. But I don't know. I guess it's just different when it's your parent and I just think something in your soul has to just know, because there's no other explanation, right? So yeah, that's how today was. Yeah, today was a day. And, I just really hope tomorrow is better because, like I said, I don't know this version of me. That I don't know, man. It's Yeah, today was really, really just difficult, and um, yeah. So I'm gonna go. Um, I was supposed to work out today. I didn't. I was supposed to go for a walk. That's what I've been kind of doing. Like, if I haven't felt like doing CrossFit or, you know, I've been just going on walks. But today, I'm actually still currently at the office, which it's almost midnight here. But um, yeah, the family that I stay with, they were having somebody over for dinner. They didn't say I had to leave at all. But I don't know. On a day like today, I didn't really want to be around people that I don't know like that. And especially when I'm at home, when, and so, I just came to the office to get some work done. Thank God, because first of all, it took me 5 hours to do it. But then also I was able to just cry freely because nobody was here. Everybody had left. Yeah, so um I'm gonna go. Um but I don't know, I guess for me right now, this it's so funny. This takes me back to the beginning of this show. Like the whole reason I started this show. And it's interesting as I think of 4.5 years of content, um and I know there were episodes where I talked about how I felt and this, that, and the other. And just to have that documented and then to be here where I'm answering the question that I asked once, where I said, I wonder how it would feel if he died. I feel not at all the way I even remotely thought I would feel. I did not think it would hurt this bad. But I guess today, part of my taking care of myself mentally and emotionally was recording this content and just kind of getting out my thoughts and feelings. And what's funny is, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to visuals when I move. We'll see. I might do a different type of visuals with content, like just some little quick videos. But I don't know if I'm gonna go back to full on visuals with the show because I actually kind of like not having to, especially as I'm getting into more vulnerable stuff. And we'll see. Maybe I'll do some special episodes with, guests and have visuals, and I don't know. And maybe that's just how I feel right now. But I'm kind of liking not having to worry about that. But yeah, y'all, make sure you are taking care of yourself mentally and emotionally. I am grateful that I am pretty in tune with my emotions to where I can take that pause and, sit with my feelings and feel what I feel. And maybe I need to stop questioning why I feel it and just feel it, right? Maybe I don't need to know why. We'll see. But also make sure you're taking care of yourself spiritually. It's been, if I'm honest, a bit of a struggle to like sit down and read my Bible. So what I've been doing is listening to it just to make sure I'm still hearing the word, if nothing else. And so I have been doing that. Prayer, I can't survive without it. So, take care of yourself physically too. Part of that for me is making sure I eat. It has been, if I'm honest, today I did not do well with that at all. I haven't had a real meal today at all. It has been, I have to force myself to eat because I know I should. But today wasn't a day that I did good with that. So that's, it's not just working out. It's also making sure I get sleep. I'm so glad we don't have this Wednesday staff meeting tomorrow, because that means I could sleep in a little bit longer. Because that meeting's at 8:00 in the morning in person. And man, be healthy in your relationships. I have had to really, and what does that look like? Right now, that's going to look like me being vulnerable with the people around me. Me telling my boss, I can't, it was a conversation. I can't do it. Can we please talk about it tomorrow? Because I was sitting here just struggling, and then I just started crying. I think it was after that. But there's that vulnerability. What I love is then he was able to encourage, and, I know he prayed for me and, sent me some encouragement and stuff. And vulnerability also was calling somebody while I was crying, because, so that's what's going to be healthy in my relationships in this season. Because if I'm struggling, I just have to tell people. I can't pretend like I'm good, and I'm not good at that anyway, but I can't pretend like I'm good and then, I don't know, maybe get an attitude with somebody unnecessarily, or I don't know. So yeah, being healthy in relationships is not just this one way. It just what is healthy in whatever season that you're in. So that's all I have for y'all this week. It's so funny that this episode's actually going to be on time. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Ladies and gents, this concludes transmission. Tune in next time for a whole new edition. Another adventure and mission to share, be heard, and clarify the vision of this whole new world for